Alright, so, a little bit of explanation. Last run, we actually lost, so we lost our streak. That was unfortunate. What ended up happening was I accidentally hit continue, and so here we are. We are continuing, more or less continuing that run, so this will be run 4. I believe we are doing a... Okay. So more or less we're just continuing a Lazarus run, and we'll see how it goes. Hopefully better than the last one. I think I got Toxic Shock to begin with, which I'm fine with. Okay. I don't need anything from there. However, this could be useful. Official. Yeah. So, I'm gonna try to get back into a better mindset. Ooh, floor 1 double deal. Yeah, let's do it. Guppy's collar and Guppy's hairball. So then what we could do then is take both of these and then die. And now we are... I think the character is Lazarus the Second. We have very low health though, which is unfortunate. I think the character is Lazarus the Second, but what that's going to do is our Toxic Shock thing is going to do a lot more damage. And so, as you saw, you know, everything just vaporized. And then when we pop the Empress card, I'm not sure if that actually stacks, but you can see we're absolutely chewing through monstrous health. And so, yeah. Sorry for the delays and stuff. There was a couple little hiccups that I had because I just messed up. I mean, that's all there is to it. You know, sometimes you make mistakes, and that's just that. We are hauling. But let's keep going. Anyways, like I said, you just make mistakes sometimes, and yeah, that's what happened. I just screwed up. No big deal. Trying to get it rectified, trying to get back onto a more scheduled release and everything like that, so that so I can keep these coming out, because I do enjoy playing it, and I do enjoy releasing the videos. But I am a at least part-time student, and I'm a father and a husband, and I have all of those responsibilities that do need to be, you know, they do take precedence. There's just no other way to say it. You know, my children and my wife and my scholastic work do take precedence over YouTube and playing video games, as much as I do enjoy them, and I do enjoy recording and practicing the skill of discussion, which has been something that has been frustrating in the more recent past, but that's not something that I can really talk about openly. Oh, okay, that was a terrible hit. Oh my gosh. That was awesome. So we're only gonna take it if it's Guppy or something, because I don't wanna jeopardize a brand new run like that. Alright, so we have like one chance here. So if we can find the secret room, which might be there, maybe. I shouldn't be there because of the boss room. The boss room kind of prevents it from being there, so, but it can't be there. Could be here? Nope. That's our only bottom two. We are severely lacking in most things right now.
Are you?
That's terrible. That's not helpful. Alright, let's just keep rolling. I may have to wait for the "Are you a wizard" to wear off, but that's not the end of the world. Oh, still active, okay. I'm not going into another room with this going on. It will kill us. I am an insufficiently good player to handle that, so I guess we can keep moving, because... Okay. That's an interesting room that I've never ever seen before. And yeah. So one thing I'm also, I'm really excited for, even though it's kind of... I don't even know what to call it. I don't want to call it nerdy or geeky, because... I mean, I'm playing video games. Like... But at the same time, you know, something I think people don't often like really talk about or mess with is keyboards, or like I guess in the mainstream. And I've got a keyboard coming in that'll hopefully help with some issues that I've been having with wrist pain, because as a programmer, you're prone to that kind of stuff, and I will say that I didn't have a perfect setup for a long time. I do like a 60% keyboard is one of the keyboards I have, and then kind of my daily driver is it's just a normal keyboard, really. It's a Microsoft wireless keyboard just for convenience. But when I get the another keyboard, it'll be a ZSA Moonlander, it's called. It's one of their newer ones. And I am very excited for it because I don't use a traditional layout, I use Dvorak. The reason for that is the same reason that I'm getting an ergonomic keyboard. It helps my hands not hurt quite as bad. So with that in mind, you know, going to something like that and going to a mechanical keyboard, going back to a mechanical keyboard, I should say, is really something that I'm happy with. But yeah, and also because I use different systems, and most computer systems are not set up for non-traditional layouts. Oh, that's not good. You know, most systems aren't set up for non-traditional layouts, which is fair. I mean, how many people really use Dvorak? And so, or Colmac or Workman, you know. I think people should explore it, especially like if you're like me, where it's like, hey, you know, my hands kind of hurt. Like, I wonder if there's something I can do about that. The answer is typically yes. And so it's just a matter of doing and putting in the time and effort, because you have to unlearn a lot of stuff, and you got to deal with some frustrations, because yeah, you know, when you've spent you know, 2 or 3 decades, well, for me it's only 2, but when you've spent, you know, 2+ decades using the same layout on every device that has an input, it's a little hard to... Oh no. Okay. Focused up. So I'm going to fully admit that I am very tired. I'm very tired, so that is contributing, but it should not end. It shouldn't end this run. I should be able to handle it. Yeah, that'll be good. So we're back up to 3 health. I don't really think there's anything else we can do, because I'm not willing to go attack that boss room with only 2 hearts. Curse of Darkness. I hate Curse of Darkness. It is just... It's not the worst thing ever. Like, Curse of the Blind is certainly, for me at least, you know, one of the worst, but Curse of Darkness, it's just... Things hide so well in Curse of Darkness, and it's so frustrating. So, and then if you like run into any camouflage champions or anything, like, it is yeah, it's not gonna end well. But yeah, so like I said, I'm just really excited about that. On a completely different front, I've mentioned before that I am interested in, you know, pocket knives, and they have announced a couple that I'm really interested in, but they don't have a release date, and that's annoying. You know, it is what it is. I can't tell them when to release their product, but you know, they get you all hyped up for something, and then they're like, yeah, it'll show up when it shows up. It's like, well, that's not helpful, but okay. But, you know, it's theirs. It's their product to display, and how they want to market it is up to them, regardless of if I agree or disagree. So. But yeah, they've got a button lock. There's a pocket knife called the Elementum, and it's very popular in a lot of circles, really. It's just a really simple, darn it. It's just a really simple tool that, you know, does what it does really good, which is be a pocket knife that's not illegal in a lot of places, and also doesn't really offend many people. It's just a pretty decent, not huge, like not bulky, not insanely built pocket knife. And because of that, it really, you know, it shines, and it's not expensive or anything. That's the other thing. I think it's like 50 or 75 bucks normally, which I'm sure, you know, for some people that's way too much to spend on a pocket knife, but, you know, and there's people out there like that are trying to get, there's a knife called like Chris Reeves Sabenza, and it starts at like $500. You know, you're talking about a $50 pocket knife that most people can just agree is like, it's pretty good. You're doing something right. So, that's pretty awesome, but it's a button lock version of it, and I'm really excited for it whenever it shows up. Whenever it goes live, because then I'll hopefully be able to grab it. We'll see. Don't want to just spend money I don't have. Because go figure, that's a bad idea. Crazy concept. See, the spiders when it's Curse of Darkness. I'm just gonna lose this run, aren't I? I hope I don't, but this is not looking good. I gotta get it together. Oh. And it's jumped. So we have one heart. Oh, shoot. Okay. We have one heart, we have no bombs, we have the mulligan. I'm dead. Alright. Well, that was not a great fourth run, but it was what it was, and we'll come back to it and hopefully have a better time next time. Thanks. Goodbye.